Let me tell you that the people of St. Kitts and Nevis prefer for us to rent than not to have any electricity supplied at all. And so we shall rent until we have the capacity to own and generate by ourselves. The infrastructural development, I agree with you. There is need for us to ensure that infrastructurally we are sound, and the coastal areas in Old Road and Halfway Tree, which in particular had been impacted by our last hurricane, Omar. We recently signed, I think it went out to tender. I don't know if the contract has been signed, but I believe there has been the awarding of I think the awarding of a contract has been done for the continuing revetment of our coastal areas in certain specific areas as a result of damage from previous hurricanes. So that is ongoing. The Bastia Urban Development Program that we spoke about, yes, the government has basically approved that project. The government is now waiting on the developers and investors, that is the financiers, to move forward with that project. We believe that we have to give a new look to our country, especially the Bastia area, which is at the front of our country. We believe that the areas between the Bay Road, the western part, the eastern part, western part between the Bay Road and Fort Thomas Road, we would want to see that area cleaned up. We would want to see similar cleaning up activity and urban revitalization activity also east of what is now the Port Zante development. We want to make sure that our town looks like a modern town. And so this program in particular that the government supports fully is designed over several years, not 5 years, 10 years, several years, to bring about the kind of new look, revitalized Bastia that we wish for this generation and the generation to come. So those are live projects. As I said, the investors and the developers continue to prepare. We know that the funding, of course, could be difficult to see at this time because of the global realities, although we have been assured that the funding has been identified. But we have not yet seen the activities in this regard because, as I said, they are still doing their homework.
Just one additional point, just quickly. The infrastructure in relation to roads.
Yes.
Is there a plan the government has to resurface the roads? And what is the situation with the Southeast Peninsula Road? What is the situation with that as well?
Government always has plans to resurface and to repair and to build new roads wherever they are necessary. In fact, that is one of the main activities of the roads division of the Public Works Department. It is to ensure that they provide the necessary support in terms of our road network and our bridge and network. And so that is an ongoing activity of government. Every year, monies are budgeted in the national budget for road repairs, road construction, and road improvement. The Southeast Peninsula, those of you who are not aware, the Southeast Peninsula Road is the entrance road to the Southeast Peninsula project. It is government road. It belongs to the government, it belongs to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. Government has a commitment to continue to ensure that the road there is in such a state that it helps to promote the development of the area. At the moment, the road is in bad shape. Government has sent out to tender a project for the refurbishment of that particular road. I don't believe any contract has been awarded. I know that the developers are very much engaged with ideas at this time as to how they themselves can work more closely with the government to improve the road conditions, because more and more potential investors are coming into the country to look at the possibilities of buying the real estate property there, and naturally the road has to be conducive to their own impression that will assist them in making up their minds to buy property. And that is why the government considers the improvement of the road to be a critical factor in the continued development of the Christophe Harbour project.
Final question.
Diverse groupings as the media, healthcare professionals, banking, insurance and financial sectors, the hospitality sector, schools and colleges, real estate and construction specialists, wholesalers and retailers, consumers, I emphasize consumers, business management specialists, and such associations as the Taxi Association, the Chamber of Industry and Commerce, the Christian Council, the Evangelical Association, the Hotel and Tourism Association, and so on. The list is quite extensive. In addition, as you know, the VAT is designed to replace some 12 current taxes: consumption tax, hotel and restaurant tax, insurance premium tax, cable television tax, and many, many more. The tax reform unit is headed by Mr. Edward Gift, who at this time is responsible for the value-added tax introduction. And this unit website will, of course, be a source of great detail for you, the members of the media, and members of the general public. I wish to stress once again, however, that many essential products, such as milk, infant formula, and so on, will have no VAT applied whatsoever, so as to ensure that VAT does not impose any burden on the poor. It must not impose any burden on the sick, since medicines for such chronic diseases as hypertension and diabetes, and of course others, will also be exempted from the value-added tax, the VAT. The publication of the white paper will be followed by approximately 30 days of consultations, and we are hoping to launch this white paper on the 6th of May. The first reading of the bill will be followed by the public reaction and comments necessary to issue in the second and the third readings, after which the bill becomes law. Let me emphasize that with the launch of the white paper, it begins the discussion in the country on the VAT.